hello to all our Facebook fans, Facebook followers. Of course, you guys that follow NTX. We are live today at Vernon Newsom Stadium here in Mansfield for the broadcast of the Mansfield, the DeSoto Eagles taking on the Southlake Carroll Dragons. Now, the Southlake Carroll Dragons, of course, are undefeated. They're 11-0. DeSoto comes into the game 9-2. Now, both of these offenses have put up plus 50 points in the first playoff game, with Southlake defeating Capel and then DeSoto defeating Skyline. Now, here's a big question though. Now, both of these offenses, of course, put up a ton of points, but the defenses also give up a ton of points as well. So today is going to be a battle of what defense can get the right stop, who can make the stop at the right time to make sure they win this game. Now, both of these teams are no stranger to each other. It seems like they meet almost every year in the playoffs. They met last year in the second round at the start of Frisco, and Southlake Hill got the best of them. Now, the other big difference in this game, other than what defense is going to make the big stop, is going to be the head coaches. Riley Dodge, his first year as a head coach, of course, he's got a history with the school. And then Coach Robinson, this is his first year with DeSoto in the playoffs, playing a big game like this. We're expecting a big crowd today. If you guys are not able to make it to the game, make sure you tune in for the live broadcast. Look at our Facebook page where you can find all the information on how to catch the live broadcast as well. Also, go to your TuneIn Radio app and listen to the broadcast there also. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with more right here on NTXGame.com. And welcome back, folks. As you can see, both teams have taken the field for warm-ups here. Fans are starting to line up in the stadium as well. It's a beautiful day for football here on Thanksgiving weekend. It's Saturday, and let's set the stage for you real quick on how this playoff scenario will work. Now, the winner of this game is going to go on to face Euless Trinity next week. And, of course, everyone in Division 1 on this side of the bracket is looking forward to facing Duncanville, and I know DeSoto is looking forward to that matchup as well. So we're going to find out. This is a murderer's row on this side of the bracket for both of these teams, but today they got to get past each other right now. It's the battle of green today. One green on DeSoto, one green on Southlake Carroll. So let's wait for the warm-ups to get done. We'll get back to the action right here on NTXGame.com.
Throughout the season, like you mentioned, and that really helped. They came out kind of flat scoring at first. Well, the thing that happened, LeBron's gone. It was wide open apparently. Who was your top five? Okay. Milwaukee at 3.
Put the Lakers. I know you want me to put the Lakers.
Hey, you don't know where I got them at. You don't know.
You ain't got to chill me.
All right. Okay, there we go. I did too.
Show them what they lost. But you'll have to wait.
All right, and welcome everyone to another live broadcast here by the NTX Game team. My name is Rodney Fisher. I'm joined, of course, by Royce Fisher, who a little under the weather today, but is still here nonetheless, and I want to thank him for coming out. helping us with the broadcast. As you guys can see, we're getting ready for things to get kicked off here. We've got both the cheerleaders on the field. The captains for Southlake Carroll are here as well too for the kickoff, and it's a beautiful day for football. As I mentioned during the pregame report, these two teams, of course, are no stranger to each other. They face each other 3 times in a row in the last 3 years in the second round of the playoffs. And more importantly, uh, they've they've been storied schools. Although Southlake Carroll has a lot more state titles than DeSoto has, but DeSoto, of course, putting up so much D1 talent, and especially in this game as well too. Now, both of these offenses are high-powered offenses. In the win, Southlake Carroll's win over Capel, they put up plus 50 points in that game. Now, DeSoto got the win over Skyline, who they beat 55 to 53. That's a big red flag. So they put up 55 points. They gave up 53 points to that Skyline offense. Now, Southlake Carroll throughout the season, their defense has given up a lot of points, but last week they were very stiff on the run, actually only giving Capel negative 29 yards on the run last week. So they've got to figure out a way to get their run game going, but more importantly, figure out a way to stop or at least slow down this Southlake Carroll offense. So my prediction today, we're going to see a lot of points being scored back and forth. We're going to see two offenses that really can't be stopped. And we're going to see two defenses that are going to try their best to try to get a stop some kind of way. I mentioned also before, this is the first matchup between two brand new head coaches. The former North Mesquite coach, of course, now DeSoto head coach, Mike Robinson, in his first playoff run with DeSoto, going to be taking on Riley Dodge, who, as you guys know, had a storied history here as a quarterback, but also his dad was one of that big state title winning teams as well, too. So we got a lot to look forward to in this game. We'll set the stage real quick. As you see, DeSoto starting to come out the tunnel here, getting ready for the kickoff. And the Southlake Carroll captains, as I mentioned already, on the field getting ready for the coin toss. We've got about 2 minutes to go before we get this thing started.
Three minutes until.
As you can see, Southlake Carroll finally coming up here to the helmet here. Got the smoke going. Southlake Carroll, of course, a school that always is going to travel well. Now, this is the battle of green right here. You got two teams known for their green colors. Of course, the Southlake Carroll team has their distinct green, and DeSoto with their green. But today, DeSoto will be wearing their white jerseys with gold pants, and Southlake Carroll in their green and black jerseys. They run out on the field. As you can hear the fans getting ready for today's game. Big game for them. You know, a lot of outside, I say, talk about Southlake Carroll that has nothing to do with football, but they've been in the news quite often for some different things. So now, I see if they can focus now on football. Yeah, DeSoto now is going to get ready in their tunnel also. DeSoto, as I mentioned, led by their head coach, Mike Robinson, who he's got his hands full today, especially on the defensive side of the ball, trying to figure out exactly how to slow down this Southlake offense. Southlake, as you can see, their players taking off their helmets now. Traditionally, they go with the blonde look during the playoffs, so there's no secret there as well, too. DeSoto getting ready here on the visiting sideline. As now we get ready for waiting on DeSoto to kind of run off and get kicked off. We got 2 seconds left to go. We still got to do the coin toss as well as the anthem also.
1 minute until.
Again, today's broadcast being brought to you by NTXGame. Make sure you guys follow Also follow us on YouTube as well, as the DeSoto Eagles run out here, carry the flag and also the DeSoto flag as well, as we get ready for a big game matchup here today. We'll have the flag presentation real fast before we get set for the kickoff here. DeSoto, again, as I mentioned, their white tops, gold pants. Southlake in their green tops and black pants, traditional playoff look. And we'll have the national anthem here shortly. We'll take a quick pause for that. We'll be right back. And welcome back, folks, as we get set for the start of this here game. And here come the captains onto the field. Southlake Carroll captains, of course, led by running back T.J. McDaniel, number 4. Also number 65 for Southlake. That is Cameron Hadaway, the senior offensive lineman. DeSoto's got on the field, of course, their captains as well, some of their seniors also. They've got their white jersey gold number, so again, it'll be as difficult as always to call the game. Also out there for Southlake is number 10, R.J. Mickens. He's a junior, but somebody you eye on because R.J., he had a big game against DeSoto last year, and he's playing DB, but you're going to see him kind of all over the field as well too. As we get set for the start of the kickoff, we're going to take a quick break. We'll come right back with the kickoff. DeSoto versus Southlake. Stay tuned. Get ready. It's about to get started. And we are back. It looks like DeSoto will be kicking off to Southlake. DeSoto will be kicking off. Southlake will be fielding the ball and moving from my left to right. Back to receive the kick for Southlake is number 80, John Monero. As we get ready for the second round of the playoffs to get started. Here goes the kick. And it's going to sail out of the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So Southlake will set up now 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line as they get set and ready to go. As I mentioned, the offense is no stranger to putting up points. Put up 50-plus last week against Capel, which is a rival team, of course, for them. And now for quarterback, of course, the heralded number 14, Will Bowers, at quarterback. Back in the backfield with him was number 4, TJ McDaniel. Snap is back to Bowers. Bauer hands off to McDaniel. McDaniel going to the middle of the field. It's going to be tackled by number 32, the Eagles. Gain of about 3 on the play brings up 2nd down and 7. Pistol formation for Southlake. 3 receivers to their left side. Snap is back to Bowers. He hands off again to McDaniel, trying the middle of the field again. Has a few blockers, but still only a minimal gain. A gain of about 2 will make it 3rd down and 5 from the 30-yard line. Set again for the Dragons. Gonna motion the man over from right to left. Snap back to Bowers. Bowers fakes a handoff to McDaniel. Now throws, is caught. Open field and wrapped up and tackled after a 1st-yard gain by Jabbar Muhammad, but there was a catch by number 80, John Monero, but we have a flag on the field. DeSoto coaching staff is pointing back at Southlake. Could be against the offense here. And he is against the offense. So with that call, that would negate a big 1st down play on 3rd down. So that'll push Southlake back. It looks like it was maybe an eligible man downfield, maybe was a call. Either way, it's a 5-yard penalty. Whatever the call was, brings it back to the 25-yard line. 10 for the Dragons. Bowers will check with Riley Dodge for the play call here. Snap back to Bowers. Bowers looking to throw. Has a man caught by McDaniel. Field to 30 to the 40. Misses the tackle to 50. Still on his feet. 40-yard line. Cuts back in at the 30. And he could go all the way. Oh, he's going to be caught by Muhammad. And Jabbar Muhammad with a touchdown saving tackle. As it was all number 4, TJ McDaniel, on that pass from Bowers. And DeSoto defense just kind of lost him out there. Now brings it up to 3rd down and 10 from the 12-yard line. Snap back to Bowers. He's going to keep it himself. Tries the right side of the field. Bottled up by the DeSoto defense, but does gain 3 on the play. Makes it 2nd and 7 from the 10-yard line. And we talked about how big this offense was for both of these teams, and we see it on display already here in the 1st series. Now 2nd down. Oh, we got some movement on the line here. And it's going to be a false start on, looks like the left tackle there. Number 68, Andre Carrick. Makes it now second down and about 13. Snap is back to Bauer. Bauer's going to keep it to 7. Has room and in for a touchdown. Southlake is on the board first with a big touchdown score, making it 6-0. On a 15-yard run by the quarterback, Will Bowers. Now Southlake is set up here for the extra point attempt. It is up, and it is good. So, 9:13 left to go in the first quarter, and is up 7-0 over DeSoto. We'll take a quick break, guys. We'll be right back with more. It's gonna be one of those days, folks. Scores back and forth. Let's see if DeSoto can answer with a score of their own here. And we'll be right back with more on NTXGame. And welcome back as we get set for the kickoff here. Let's see if DeSoto can counter with a touchdown of their own here. Again, just to recap the drive, it was a huge play by TJ McDaniel, on the pass from Bowers, the screen pass. And then, of course, a 15-yard touchdown run by the quarterback. And the ball is kicked off. It's going to take a bounce to the 10, but rolls out of bounds. Let's see if DeSoto's going to make them re-kick this ball. And they will. So now it will be a re-kick here. Southlake didn't waste any time. A little less than 3 minutes to get on the board. And here comes the kickoff again by the Dragons. It will be fielded at the 1-yard line. Ooh, he's going to be tackled hard at the 20-yard line by the Dragons. And that's where DeSoto was set up first and 10. Returned by number 8. And first and 10, DeSoto will find the chance to see their quarterback, Shondarian Ward, who has had a pretty good season. He's got 25 touchdowns this season. Snap back to Ward. Ward throws it's going to be incomplete. Trying to throw the screen pass and get it out there to Lawrence Arnold, and it'll be incomplete. Had a great setup play there, but again, it's going to be second and 10 now. Arnold just couldn't get his hands around the ball. It's now shotgun here for Ward. Ward drops back looking to throw. Throws it deep. Has a man open. Oh, it just overthrew overthrew Brian Hanspard. And he had Hanspard wide open there. Hanspard had beat his man by 5 or 6 steps, but Ward just overthrew him. That shows you the big play capability that the DeSoto offense possesses here. Now snap is back to Ward. Ward under pressure. He's got to throw. He gets rid of the ball and sails into the stands on the Southlake Carroll sideline. He was under a lot of pressure by the front four of that Dragon defense, and now brings up 4th and 10. So it's going to be a punt here by DeSoto. It'll be a quick 3 and out on their first series here. Couldn't answer to the quick score by the Dragons. And here comes the, it's going to be blown dead. Typically that means we had a fall somewhere. So that'll push the Eagles back a little bit further for this punt here. See the South fans on their feet. They're excited. Their team got off to a fantastic start here. There goes the punt. And will be fair caught right at about the 44-yard line is where the Dragons will set up again here 1st and 10. The short field for them also now. The Dragons wasted no time getting on the board, put up 7 in less than 3 minutes in the first quarter. Now with 8:31 left, that drive for DeSoto only took 1 minute, 3 and out. And now they give Carroll just more time here to keep moving the ball. Pistol set for Bowers and the Dragon offense. Snap is back, hands off to McDaniel. McDaniel has a big hole on the right side of the field. Scampers up to the 30, now to the 20, and finally wrestled down at the 11-yard line. Big run by TJ McDaniel. And it's Carroll again in great field position now, 1st and 10. They'll mark him at the 12-yard line. Snap is back, hands off to McDaniel. McDaniel threw that right side again. Gets past that front four, DeSoto, finally tackled by, again, number 32, Shamar Turner. As they're putting everything, all kinds of pressure on this defense for DeSoto. Snap is back, hands off to McDaniel. This time he's going to be wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. Nice play there by number 54, Datavian Vale. Sets up now 3rd down and about 4. And it's going to be a keeper for Bowers, and he runs in untouched for another touchdown. Bowers again with just another basically just another touchdown run. This time runs it in from only about 6 yards out. So comes the extra point attempt. It is up, and it is good. So with 7:13 to go in the first quarter, it is all Dragons, folks. 14-0 over DeSoto. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back with more here on NTX Game. And we are back here. As as you guys have been listening to, it has been all Dragons here, 14-0. 7:13 left to go here in the first quarter. You've had a 3-and-out by DeSoto. They had their chance on that big pass play to Handspar, but couldn't connect. And now here comes a kickoff from the Carroll Dragons. Kick is up. It will be fielded by Pickens. Pickens now tries to pick his way through. Oh, gets away from one tackle, but it's going to be brought down at the 25-yard line, and that is where DeSoto will set up here, 1st and 10. We'll see if now Ward can get his team moving in a positive direction here. They haven't gained any yards so far in the first quarter, in their first possession. Snap back to Ward. Ward hands off, has a little room there for White, and White is going to be swallowed up after a gain of only 1. Roston White on the carry. Gain of 1 on play makes it now 2nd down and 9. Tackled by number 34, Graham Faluna for the Dragons. Now here comes a snap back of 2nd and 9 for Ward. Ward trying to go deep again. Has his man out there. Oh, overthrew Lawrence Arnold, who had a couple of steps on his DB. And again, another attempt there, but just couldn't make the connection. So now I get ready for 3rd down and 9 here. Snap is back to Ward. Ward looking to throw again. Throws. This time it's too high. It's going to be picked off by Mickens. Mickens with his first interception of the game. As I mentioned before, had a big game last year against DeSoto. And R.J. Mickens with the interception of Ward will be 1st and 10. Dragons at the 34-yard line. Looking at the replay here, it was just passes kind of sailed on Ward, and it was right there in position to make the catch. So here comes the Carroll offense back here on the field. We'll check with the sideline again to get the play call. Pistol formation backfield with McDaniel. And we've got a timeout here at Southlake. With timeout here too. Be back, folks. We're trying to stay in this game if they can some kind of way. 6:21 left to go here in the first quarter. 14-0 Carroll over DeSoto. We'll be right back. And we're back. 1st and 10 Dragons after the interception by Mickens at the 34-yard line. Snap is back, hands it off here to another running back. They'll try the right side of the field, finally cut down by number 21, Anar Apabo. And we got a flag in the play. It's going to be a hold against the offense. And finally, DeSoto catches a break here after it's been pretty much all Dragons throughout the entire game. That 10-yard penalty now will make it 1st down and 20 from the 44-yard line. Oh, it's going to be a fumble snap by Bowers. He quickly throws it away, and for some reason just couldn't get that ball from the snap. And now another break for DeSoto. It's going to be 2nd and 20 here from the 44-yard line. Pistol formation snap is back. Bowers now throws, caught by number 80, John Monero. And that's a 10-yard gain on the play. 3rd down and 10, back at the 34-yard line for the Dragons. Snap back to Bowers. Bowers looking to throw. Oh, he's going to escape the pressure. And, another tackle, spin move and upended by the DeSoto defense, but they'll hold him here from a 1st down at the gain of only 7. It makes it 4th down and 3. As Bowers did a good job of escaping all the pressure from DeSoto. But now the defense gets to stop, but they're going to go for it here on 4th and 3 here from the 28-yard line. And Southlake with a comfortable 14-0 lead is going to go for it 4th down here. Snap is back, hands out to McDaniel, and he's got the 1st down. Finally pushed down by Anye Apabo for the Eagles, and a 1st down for the Dragons. First and 10 from the yard line. Hand off to McDaniel. And he's going to be tackled after a gain of 1. Now 2nd down and 9. Snap back to Bowers, hands it off now to number 30. And he is hit hard by that DeSoto linebacker core. That was a carry by number 30, Eli Fergal, senior running back. Brings up now 3rd down and 7 from the 17-yard line. And here comes, it's going to be a reverse as they get the ball to Mickens. Mickens now is in for the touchdown. As I mentioned to you, R.J. Mickens is a utility player, folks. He doesn't play just defense. You see him on offense there. You saw a handoff to McDaniel, then a pitch to R.J. Mickens on the reverse, end around, and in for another touchdown. Here comes a kick, and it is good again. Big time kick there. Number 4, Joe McFadden makes it now 21-0. 3:27 to go here in the first quarter. It's already starting to get a little out of hand, folks. We'll see if DeSoto can finally answer back. We'll be back with more here on NTXGame. And we are back here. It's 1-0 all Dragons so far in this game. Here comes a kick. Short kick. Oh, it's going to take a hop at the 20. Finally covered up by Handspart. Is dangerous play there as the ball just basically just took a dead fall at the 20-yard line on the kickoff. And that is where the Eagles will line up. They'll mark it at the 21, actually. So it'll be 1st and 10, Eagles at the 21. For the Eagle offense, this is their third possession here. They're able to get a little movement on the last possession. They've tried for the big home run play to try to get back in this game. But yet they've been unable to cross a 50. Snap back to Ward. Ward hands it off here, and he'll be wrapped up and dumped in the backfield. Trying to get the ball to Handspart and just unable to get anything there. As that Carroll defense has picked them up right in the backfield there. The offensive line just seems like it's not getting as much push on this Carroll defensive line. And now the motion to empty backfield here for Ward. 5 wide receivers, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now drops back to pass, has a man open, caught by Chenault. Chenault making a spin move. Only a gain of about 2 on the play. Brings up now 3rd down and 8 from the 23-yard line. Chenault, as we know, one of their best receivers, one of their playmakers for sure, trying to get the ball in his hands, see what he can do, and just a good job Carroll defense of containing him. Now pistol formation for the Eagles. Snap is back. Oh, now throws. Oh, it is going to be incomplete. Trying to get the ball to Alexander again. To Arnold, excuse me, Lawrence Arnold. And just unable to make that throw. And now brings up 4th down and 8, and DeSoto will elect to punt here again. We talked about, defense being the key for this game, but so far it's just been the offense for DeSoto unable to get something going here, either in the running game or passing game. They haven't ran the ball that many times, but now with the score being 21-0, they've got no choice but to throw to try to get back in this ball game. Here comes a punt, almost blocked, but will be fielded by Mickens at the 29-yard line, 31-yard line. Mickens now at the 44 to the 50, and finally pushed out of bounds right at about the 40-yard line. As Mickens again, as I told you folks, he's a utility guy. He's going to be all over the field making plays. Now 1st and 10 Dragons again with a short field here. First and 10 from the 39-yard line. And let's see what Coach Dodge here has dialed up for this DeSoto defense. Snap is back, hands out to McDaniel. McDaniel now trying the right side of the field. Oh, hurdles a defender. Hurdles a defender and is going to be brought down. Here comes the second down play. It's going to be another handoff to McDaniel on the left side this time. But we got a flag on the field. Short gain here. And let's see what the flag is here. It's going to be, looks like against the Carroll Dragons, who it's going to be a holding call. Be a 10-yard penalty. Still second down. Second and 14 now from the 43-yard line. And of all the things that have gone right for Carroll, that we've got finally something that doesn't go their way on the penalty. Now Dodge take a look over to his quarterback Bowers, getting the play call here. Snap is back, now looking to throw. And just threw it right outside the outreached arm of McDaniel, who had the flat on the left side open, but just couldn't make the connection there. Now brings up 3rd and 14 from the 43-yard line. Let's see if DeSoto can hold here. If they can hold here, at least they get the ball back a little better field position than they had before. But as the game is kind of unfolded so far, that's a big if. Snap back to Bowers. Under pressure. Now throws. Oh, Brass is broken up. Great job there by Paul Pickens to break that pass up. And that brings up 4th down. So now DeSoto will see their first punt return of the game. This will be the first punt for the Dragon offense. Let's see if DeSoto can get things going. Back to return that punt for DeSoto is number 1, Chenault. Punt is up. Oh, it takes we got a kick down in the backfield and a flag. Number 32, Shamar Turner on the aggressive block. And you see the flag is going to be running to the kicker or it's going to be contact here. Big difference. One's a 5-yard penalty. One is a automatic first down. So okay, it's going to be that 5-yard penalty is all it's going to be. So it will still remain DeSoto ball here. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. 44 seconds up to go here in the first quarter, as they're trying their best to get back into this game some kind of way. A lot of time left. Let's just reiterate. There's a lot of time left in the game. So if you're going to get back into it, you'd rather face the uphill battle with 3 quarters left to play. Snap is back to Ward. Ward now is going to keep it for himself as he fakes a handoff to White and gets up the field for a gain of about 4. Brings up 2nd and 6 for the Eagles, as they're starting to get some positive yardage here to start this possession. Second down here. Snap is back, fakes to White. Ward under pressure, got to get rid of it again, and just throws it out of bounds as he was facing tons of pressure there. He had two Dragon defensive linemen right in his face and just nowhere to throw the ball. So now it brings up 3rd down and 5 from the 27. Let's see if DeSoto can get their first down here of the game. Carroll fans on their feet. Snap back. Oh, Ward under pressure. Throws as he's going down. And incomplete pass as Ward was basically in the hands of the Dragon defense going down and just tossed that ball. Dangerous throw. Lands incomplete. Now makes it 4th down and 5. And DeSoto will have to punt again. Back to receive that punt is R.J. Mickens at the standing right now at the 38-yard line. Snap is back. Here comes a kick. And nice kick here. Takes a roll at the 10 and will roll out of bounds for a touchback. And at the very least, it puts the field somewhat for the game because it's been played entirely on the other side of the 50. And now finally, we'll get a chance to see some play on the other side of the field. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back for more. That is the end of the first quarter, folks. So stay tuned. We'll be right back here on NTXGame. And we are back. It is 1st and 10. Dragons from the 20-yard line. At least they have to go 80 yards this time to score. 21-0 start of the second quarter here as the Dragons are on top now. Quick pass out to McDaniel. McDaniel stiff arms and can't escape the grasp of the DeSoto defense. That was a tackle by number 14 there, Zach Williams on the tackle. Now 2nd and 10, no gain on the play. Snap back to Bowers. Bowers hands it off here up the middle and nowhere to go as he is tackled after a gain of only about 2. Shamar Turner again on the tackle. Now brings up 3rd down and they're going to say 3rd down and 7. Gain of 3. Let's see if DeSoto can hold here on 3rd down. They did a good job on the last 3rd down, holding. Let's see what they do here. Snap is back to Bowers. Bowers looking to throw. Lets it go. Oh, it's going to be incomplete. Trying to get the ball to Eric Wyndham. Coverage on the play by Kenneth Salter. And it will be incomplete. Brings up 4th down and 7. And they will punt. Now, this is a good way to start off the second quarter. The ball back here. Back to receive the kick for the Eagles is Chenault, number 1. And takes a nice roll there. All the way down past the 10, still rolling here. And we'll be down at the 7-yard line where the Eagles will take over here. mentioned, the Eagle offense not really having a chance to get started at all here. Don't have any first downs so far. I believe they have one first down so far. And now here comes the offense out here led by quarterback Shadarian Ward. In the backfield with him was going to be number 5, Tyson Alexander. 3 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Snap is back. Now quick throw, gets his man, is caught, and gets upfield for a good 4-yard gain. Caught by number 3, Hanspard. And makes it now 2nd down and 6. And we got a flag on the play here. As there's like some confusion with the center. Gonna make it a against the Eagle offense, which pushes them back 5 yards. Makes it now 2nd down and 11 from the 6-yard line. Snap back to Ward. Ward hands off to Alexander. He's got nowhere to go as he is bottled up. Gain of maybe 1 on the play. Make it 3rd down and 10. As that dragging out defensive line is just doing a great job of filling up those running lanes. Not giving up anything there for the Eagle running backs. Big 3rd down here, 3rd and 10 from the 7. Pistol formation here for the Eagle offense. Snap is back to Ward, and this is going to be blown dead. We've got a timeout here by the Eagle offense. We'll take a timeout here as well. Be right back with more at NTXGame. And welcome back. It is 9:26 left to go here in the first half. Eagles with a big 3rd down, 3rd and 10 from their own 7-yard line. Snap back to Ward. Ward has time, throws, and incomplete. Trying to get the ball to Arnold again and just sailed on him and makes it 4th and 10 now from their own 7, and they'll have to punt this time from their own end zone. They've had opportunities in this game, especially here in the first quarter. A few connected passes, and this game may be a different score. Snap is back. Here comes a kick. Short kick here. We'll take a curl bounce, and we'll be down at right about the 28-yard lines where they'll blow it dead. So now short field here for Carroll. They 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. And here comes the offense, who again on the day, they've basically done everything they're supposed to do so far in this game. Bowers has 2 touchdowns and 1 touchdown by R.J. Mick on the end around. Now they're going to fake the handoff here, and Bowers will keep it again around the right side of the field. And finally tackled out of bounds. So they mark him out at here. There's a flag down also. See what the flag is first. Flag's going to be holding against the Dragon offense, and that'll push them back here. So we'll be 2nd down and 11. 1st down 11. They repeat 1st down. 1st and 11 from the 28-yard line. Snap back to Bowers. Bowers hands off to McDaniel. McDaniel trying the other side of the field. And it's finally slung down there by Shamar Turner. Gain of about 3 on the play brings up 2nd down and 8. And here comes the snap. Fakes the handoff. Looking to throw here. Has a man that's caught by number 80 at the 10-yard line and finally brought down right around the 7-yard line. A catch by John Monero, who's been their leading receiver so far in the game today. 15-yard gain on the play brings up 1st down and goal from the 7 for the Dragon offense. They got Mickens lined up here to the left side. Hand off to McDaniel right up the middle of the field and in for a touchdown. McDaniel right up the middle of the field for another Southlake touchdown, and it is 27-0, folks. 8 minutes left to go here in the 1st half. And talk about a shocked and stunned crowd. That Eagle sideline and also that Eagles fans in attendance are absolutely shocked by what they've seen so far. The extra point is good. Makes it 28-0. All Southlake Carroll will be back here with more from Newsom Stadium here in Mansfield on NTXGame. And welcome back, folks. 8:03 left to go here in the 1st half. 28-0, Southlake Carroll over DeSoto here in the 2nd round of the UIL Texas State football playoffs. Kickoff is going to sail out of bounds out of the back of the end zone. And it will be 1st and 10 Eagles from the 25-yard line. You know, we talked about how these defenses throughout the season have given up a lot of points. But if last week was any indication of what the Southlake Carroll defense could do, I mean, you think about it, they gave up negative 29 rushing yards to Capel. And so far, they haven't given up any yards to DeSoto, either the air or the ground in this game. It's been a total defensive shutout by the Dragons. Now, here we go, 1st and 10. Snap back for Ward. Ward trying to go deep. And it's going to fall incomplete. We do have a flag on the play. Let's see what the call is. It was very, a lot of pushing and shoving there on that wide receiver. Let's see what the call is here. It could go either way, really. And it will go against the defense. Pass interference. A 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down. Well, it makes it it was a holding penalty. Excuse me. It makes it a penalty. First and 10 from the 35-yard line. Defensive holding. And here comes a snap back to Ward. Ward fakes a handoff. He's got protection. Unloads, throws, has Chenault. And Chenault makes the catch. He's caught at the 20-yard line and finally brought down at the 15-yard line. And Chenault with a big play. That's the play that DeSoto needed. And it came from Vontae Chenault on the pass from Ward. Makes it first and 10 at the 15-yard line. Let's see if DeSoto can do anything here. They got some momentum going. Snap to Ward. Ward now throws again. Has a man. It is caught. Yes, tipped on the sideline is Vontae Chenault for the 9-yard catch. Brings up second down and 1. Make it second and 2 from the 7-yard line. As now DeSoto showing the little signs of life here. Snap is back to Ward. Ward throws a fade route and caught by Chenault in the corner of the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. Big time catch there by Vontae Chenault from Ward on the 7-yard throw. And the Eagles show a little signs of life, folks. 6 points on the board. Now here comes the extra point attempt. Let's see what they can do here. And what a fantastic catch. Oh, it's going to be blocked. Extra point attempt is blocked, folks. That makes it now still 28-6 for the Eagles. But nevertheless, they're on the board. And again, what a great play. As you see the replay here. Great play by Chenault. Basically just getting both feet down in the corner of the end zone to make that catch and a big touchdown for DeSoto. Well, folks, DeSoto has a little life here. 7-12 left to go in the first half. It is still 28-6. Dragons with a 22-point lead. But a great play set up by really all by Chenault. Had the big passing play downfield, throw from Ward on the contested catch, and then a tiptoe catch from the sideline to get them down into the yard line, and then a fantastic corner end zone catch for a touchdown. So we get ready for the kickoff. The ball keeps rolling off the tee. And they finally have to get somebody out here to hold the ball here. Pretty windy day here. The wind's kind of blowing from south to northeast. And here comes the kick. Nice booming kick here. Will be fielded at the 10-yard line by the Dragons. He's got some room. Oh, he's going to be finally brought down right about the 32-yard line. And that's where the Dragons will set up 1st and 10. So now can the DeSoto defense get a stop here? Now the offense is showing some signs of life. Can they get a stop? Try to get back in this ball game. We have a flag on the field. And it will be a false start on the kicking team. Left a little bit too early. So now it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 37 for Carroll. Snap back to Bowers. Bowers hands out to McDaniel. McDaniel trying the right side of the field, has some room, and finally ran out of bounds by number 21, Anye Arpabo. Gain of about 9 on the play. Makes it 2nd and 1 from the 46. Snap back to Bowers. Bowers looking to throw. Has a man. Oh! And trying to get the ball to Miggins. And he was covered very well by Jabbar Muhammad. Miggins actually tried to pull Muhammad down, keeping away from the catch, as Muhammad had great position on Miggins. Brings up now 3rd and 1. They'll go back to the pistol formation here. Snap is back, hands off to McDaniel. He's got nowhere to go as the defense for DeSoto holds on 3rd down. No gain on the play, makes it 4th and 1. And the Dragons are going to go for it here. And it's like they're trying to draw him off sides here. And look over to the sideline. DeSoto doing a good job of not moving here. And again, they're going to take the timeout and go ahead and punt. Great job by the DeSoto defense not to get drawn off sides there. And they will set up now for the punt here on 4th down. 6:07 left to go in the first half. DeSoto has the first points. And now with a big stop here, a 3 and out if Southlake Carroll decides to come out here and punt the ball. And like that, we see we may have a ball game here. It's hard when you spot a team 28 points before you start scoring to really get back into it. But both of these teams have explosive offenses, and if anyone can do it, DeSoto can. Question is, can they do it? Which we're going to find out here with a little bit over 2.5 quarters left to go. Your lineup here to punt the ball. You want to be careful here not to fall for the fake punt. And it is a fake punt by R.J. McDaniel. And he's got the first down. T.J. McDaniel was lined up as the halfback and takes a direct snap and gets a fake punt for a first down here. And that will keep the ball 1st and 10. And we got timeout here at DeSoto. Take a quick timeout. We'll take a break here. 6:01 left to go in the first half. 28-6 Carroll over DeSoto. We'll be right back. Welcome back. It is 1st and 10 after the fake punt run by TJ McDaniel for a first down for the Dragons, and now 1st and 10 from the 49. Snap back to Bowers. Bowers hands off to McDaniel again. Has a hole open. Misses a tackle at the 30 and finally tripped up right about the 26-yard line is where they'll mark him down. TJ McDaniel's got to be approaching close to 100 yards so far in the first half. The DeSoto defense on their heels once again. 1st and 10 from the 26. Hand off another to McDaniel. This time he's going to be wrapped up and tackled. Good play there. And it looks like number 54, very much Pippins Reddick on the tackle. We do have a player down for the Dragons. So we'll take a break here real fast and come back with 2nd down right here on NTXGame. And welcome back. Second down at about 8 from the 24 line for the Dragons. Hand off to McDaniel around the left side. Oh, he's going to be bottled up again. DeVere Levelston this time making the stop. They're going to lose 2 on the play. Brings up now 3rd down and 10. Finally seeing Levelston and Pippins Reddick make their impact here in the game. Pistol formation here. Mickens on the move. Snap back to Howard. Oh, he's going to be hit as he throws. And it's going to be incomplete, trying to get the ball to TJ McDaniel. Big hit there by number 14, Zach Williams, as he was on the rush. And makes it now 4th and 10. And they'll line up here to kick a field goal here. Now this would be oh, we got a flag here. Too many players breaking the huddle here for Carroll, and that'll push them back. And that's going to push them right out of field goal range, I believe. Now that would have made a makeable 36-yard field goal. Well, make it a 41-yard field goal. Now it's going to become 46-yard field goal. There's a snap, but they got a flag here. The kick was no good. The kick was no good, but there's a flag on DeSoto. Offsides, and that'll move them up back to where the ball was originally for another try at the kick. Joe McFadden to line up here for a kick here. Kick is up, and it is good. The kick is good. That makes it now 31-6 after the big kick by McFadden, and 4:27 left to go in the first half. For the Eagles, you guys just want to get in the half some kind of way, put some points on the board, get into halftime. You get the ball back to start the second half, but you have basically been taken to the woodshed here in the first half, so to speak. And they'll line up here to kick it here from the right hash. And they're kicking it from the right hash mark, which tells me it could be an onside kick. But yet DeSoto's not really prepared for that or lined up for that. And it's going to be a booming kick, which will sail out of the end zone there. And DeSoto will start first and 10 from their 25-yard line. Well, for the Eagles, folks, it's been a pretty tough on offense. Defense is too, I should say. They've given up 30 points so far in the first half. They've only put up 6. Again, that was on their last possession after really Vontae Chenault kind of took over as Ward started to connect more on his passes. Let's see what they decide to do here with 4:27 left to go. And they're going to call a timeout here. Coach Robinson's going to pull the team over to the side.
Have a quick chat. We'll have a break here also as we get
back. Get ready to get set to bring you guys 4 minutes left to go in the first half on NTXGame.com. First down play, and Ward now under pressure. Tries the left side to get away from the pressure. Gains about 8 on the play. Brings up now. Second down. Snap is back, hands off up the middle of the field, and we got a positive run play here. And a first down. First and 10 from the 37-yard line. Snap back, and Ward now throws. Oh, it's going to be a juggling catch by Lawrence Arnold. Gain of 6 play brings up now 2nd and 4. DeSoto trying to put a little drive together here. Snap back again. Now loaded up. Oh, it's going to be hit as he throws and falls incomplete. They hit the arm of Ward as trying to let the ball go. They hit his arms. He's trying to let the ball go. It's going to this could have almost been picked off there. It's going to bring up now 3rd down as the Carroll fans get into it here. 3rd down and 3. Snap back, handoff to Alexander. Pushes the power forward for a 1st down and more. Gain of about 7 on the play. Makes it a 1st down for the Eagles. 1st and 10 for the 50. 3:15 left to go in the first half. Snap back to Ward. Ward under pressure again. Now it's going to load up and throw. And incomplete. Trying to get the ball to Chenault. And he's going to get up kind of slow. Now 2nd and 10 from the 50. Snap back to Ward. Oh, we got a flag here. False start. It's going to be on Chenault right here on the closest to us right here on the right side as he got off the ball a little bit too quickly there. That 5-yard penalty will make it 2nd and 15 from the 45. Snap back from Ward. Now Ward steps up in the pocket, throws. Caught by Chenault, takes a hit, stays on his feet, gains 6 yards on the play. Makes it, now it's going to be a manageable, I guess, a long 3rd and 9, really, from the 49-yard line. So they're going to hurry up and get to the line here. Snap back to Ward. Ward under pressure, throws. Oh, it's going to be almost picked off. And it seems like him and the receiver were not on the same page there. And makes it 4th and 9 and come out here to punt again. DeSoto set up for the punt here. Is going to leave Carroll about a little over 2 minutes left to go in this first half. Punt will take a DeSoto bounce and roll all the way down to about well, they're marking down at the 13-yard line. That's where Carroll will set up to start here. 1st and 10 from the 13. 2:17 left to go in the first half. As I mentioned, DeSoto will get the ball to start the second half, so they're going to be Carroll's going to try to put something on the board before they go in. Their last drive ended with a 41-yard, kick by 37-yard kick by Joe McFadden. And now 1st and 10. Bowers now hands off to McDaniel. McDaniel will push the power forward for a gain. 6 on the play brings up 2nd and 4. Quick snap back and the handoff to McDaniel. Was going to be a keeper by Bowers. And escapes the right side of that left side of the defense for a first down. So now 1st and 10, Carroll. Snap back again and handoff to McDaniel. Up the middle of the field. Has the open field. Finally wrapped up and tackled there by Pickens. But it will be another Dragon first down. First and 10 from the 39. Snapper's back, hands off to McDaniel again, tries the right side. And it's going to be brought down for no gain on the play. Just like Pippin's Reddick at the bottom of that pile making a tackle. Makes it 2nd down. Snap back to Bowers. Bowers looking to throw again. Has a man. Oh, it's going to be incomplete. As Pickens did a good job of defending that play, trying to get the ball to win. Now 3rd and 9. 54 seconds left to go in the first half. Stay tuned at halftime for a special presentation of RF Sports Radio. During the halftime, and we'll be back with more action here. Now snap is back on 3rd down. Under pressure and brought down and sacked. Big time sack by number 34. That is Byron Murphy. Of a big loss there, and the clock will run. 45 seconds left to go here after the big sack by Murphy. They'll just let the clock here run and take a timeout here with 21 seconds left to go in the game. It is 31-6. All Southlake Carroll. DeSoto did not put any points on the board until by the 6-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. Other than that, it's been all Dragons so far in the game. At halftime, stay tuned for those of you guys listening live for a special presentation of RF Sports Radio live from Lakeland in LA. We'll be back there next Friday as well. Couldn't ask for a better start here for Coach Riley Dodge in his first year with this team. Undefeated so far in the season. Now up 31-6 over DeSoto in the 2nd round of playoffs. The winner of this game, of course, will face Trinity next week. And they'll line up here for the punt. Nice high punt. It's going to be fielded at the 20 by Chenault. Chenault now making a move and brought down right about the 50-yard line as he tried his best to make some magic happen there. And now 9 seconds left to go. Let's see what the Eagles elect to do here with only 9 seconds left to go. Looks like they're going to line up here and trying to run a last play here. Trying to load up and throw. Catches Arnold, makes the catch. Gets a block, another stiff arm, still on his feet, and finally brought down right about the 39-yard line. And that'll do it, folks, for the first half. It's been all Southlake Carroll so far, 31-6 over the DeSoto Eagles. Stay tuned as we have a special presentation of RF Sports Radio right here on NTXGame. Stay tuned.
For the halftime report, heard me talk about is DeSoto just is they haven't done much at all in this game so far. You look at just the yardage per se, they've only gained 138 yards so far on the day. Really, it's been T.J. McDaniel and their rushing attack for the Southlake Carroll Dragons has done so much damage. He's got 138 yards himself on the ground on 19 carries, 1 touchdown, and 2 rushing touchdowns by Will Bowers as well. DeSoto's only score today, their 6 points they received was from Vontae Chenault, who has 5 catches for 80 yards on the day. And really, it's been the struggles in the passing game, struggles in the offense overall for DeSoto. They're only 8 for 20 so far on the passing attack, and only have 23 yards rushing total for the game as well. So we get back on this second half here. As you guys may know, Southlake will start with the ball. So they've got a great opportunity here to kind of extend their lead. DeSoto was unable to get any points towards the end of that first half. So now they got to set up here. Well, I'm sorry, DeSoto gets the ball back in the first half. So they got a chance to get back in this game. They had a little life in the second quarter. But other than that, it's been pretty much all Southlake Carroll. So let's get back to the action here as Southlake will get ready to kick off here. Back to receive for DeSoto is going to be number 8, Paul Pickens, and also number 1, Vontae Chenault. There is the kick. And it will sail throughout the back of the end zone, so it'll be 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line for the Eagles, who have got to figure out something here. They got to find a way to get back in this
Ball game some way. They can forward in terms of running the ball if they want to, but really it's been their passing attack, and they've got a lot of ground to make up so far. 1st and 10 for the 25. It's going to be a handoff to White. White up the middle of the defense for a good gain of 5. Positive yardage there on the run by White. He only had 1 yard on the first half. Now 2nd and 5 from the 30. Snap is back. Quick throw out to Hanspard. Hanspard at the 30. Spin move, and is brought down to the 25-yard line, but it will be an Eagle first down. But we have a flag on the play. We'll see what the call is here. And it looks like it's going to be a personal foul against DeSoto. Well, that's not good. That's going to push them back here and negate which would have been a manageable, which would have been a first down actually. Make 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. On their 5th penalty, you would have been 1st and 10 from the 35. Here comes the snap. It's going to be a fake handoff. Ward to keep it on his own and falls forward for a gain of about 4 on the play. Brings his 2nd and 6. Now 2nd and 6 here. Snap his back, hands up. White. White is going to be stopped in the backfield. Loses a yard on the play. He's tackled by number 41 for the Dragons. That's Michael Parrish, the linebacker, and unfortunately, White is still down. Listening to on TuneIn Radio. Also listening to the special presentation of our radio, which is back during the halftime. White still down the field here. It looks like he's going to go ahead and get up on his own power there. Walk off. I'm sorry, that wasn't White that was down. That was actually number 70, Jeremiah Jones, the offensive lineman, who was down. But he's going to get off the field on his own power. Actually runs off the field. Looks to be okay. Now get ready for 3rd and 7 from the 23 for the Eagles. Snap is back to Ward. Ward escapes the pressure, has a flag down, unable to get to the first down marker, but get a flag in the backfield. Typically, that's the area holding. So we'll wait and see what the call is here. Looks like that is going to be declined, so that will make it now 4th down. Got a player hurt on the field, though. I think Ward is still down on the sideline, if I'm not mistaken.
Be a punt on 4th down. Ward is still down on the sideline for the Eagles. And here comes the punt. We'll take a bounce to the 50.
And will be downed. Looks like it's going to be down right around the 38-yard line, 1st and 10. Ward is finally up on the side for the Eagles. He went down out of bounds there, but he's going to be finally up and moving around. And now here comes Will Bowers and this Southlake Carroll offense. Snap back to Bowers. Bowers hands it off to TJ McDaniel. McDaniel pushes forward for a gain of about 2 on the play, brings up 2nd and 8. It takes him to 140 yards so far in the game and a touchdown. Here comes a snap back to Bowers. Bowers hands off to McDaniel again, his way forward. Finally brought down by the linebacking core for the Eagles after a gain of another 2 yards. Make it 3 yards, so give him 3rd down and 5. Shotgun snap back to Bowers. Bowers keeps it on the right side, cuts upfield, misses a tackle, and finally tripped up after making the 1st down right around the 46-yard line is where he'll be. Now Southlake Carroll just running the ball, taking time off the clock, making first downs. Here comes a snap back again, hand off to McDaniel right up the middle. Gain of 5. As that Eagle defense is not able, for whatever reason, to stop this running attack by the Dragons. Snap back again, hands off, pitches to McDaniel. This time he's stuffed in the backfield. Pippins, Reddick, and Level.
Back there to make the stop.
Now brings up 3rd down and 8. And waiting on the snap here on the pistol formation. Snap back. Bowers looking to throw. Has a man. It's Mickens, and he's going to be incomplete. Great job defending by Jabbar Muhammad there, who's been on Mickens pretty much the entire game. Makes it 4th down, 4th and 8. So they'll come on the punt here. DeSoto will get an opportunity to get the ball back here. Oh, it's going to be a bad snap on the punt. Still gets it off. Fielded by Chenault at the 10. Up the sideline and pushed out of bounds right about the 25-yard line. But great job by the punter. That was Quinn Ewers for Southlake that was able to recover that punt and get it off. And we got a Carroll player that's down here. We'll take a quick timeout, guys. We'll be right back. There's more to come. 7:46 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Carroll on top, 31-6 over at DeSoto. We'll be right back. And we're back, 1st and 10, DeSoto from the 25. That was number 22, Spencer Simon for the Dragons, who walks off the field in his own power. Now 1st and 10. Waiting on the officials to get set here. There was a flag that was down that was actually picked up and waved off by the officials, but Coach Riley dodged for the Dragons and wants to have a little conference here to find out exactly why was that penalty not assessed.
So some confusion here is now both teams are kind of go to the sideline and try to figure things out. (31-6) is your score. Carroll on top of DeSoto. And it's been all Carroll pretty much the entire game.
Still waiting on us to get things set here so we can get started. Now I'm thoroughly confused because now it seems like the offense for Carroll's coming back on the field and the defense for DeSoto's going back on the field. So it's going to be a penalty against DeSoto, which try to recap this as best as I can, but the way things look right here, it's going to be 1st and 10. Carroll here because they apparently down after the penalty was called. So it'll be 1st and 10, Southlake from the 40. The Eagles forced the punt, but nevertheless doesn't come out in their favor. Now run by McDaniel right up the middle again as the clock continues to turn. 4-yard gain of, it'll be 2nd and 6 now. Back to Bowers. Bowers looking to throw. Hit as he throws and sails out of bounds. Finally, their pressure starting to get back there for the Eagles. And for them, what they really need right now, which would be great to dial up, is a turnover of some sort, of some kind. And here's a snap back to Bowers. Oh, under pressure throws. And good tackle there in open field. That's number 14, Zach Williams on the tackle. As they ran a screen for McDaniel. McDaniel had some daylight, but Williams did a great job of staying right there with him to make that sure tackle. Now it brings up 4th down. 4th and 11, and we have another punt here. Back to receive the punt is going to be Chenault, who. All right, guys, in order to do it from Vernon Newsom Stadium here in Mansfield, the Southlake Carroll Dragons will defeat the DeSoto Eagles 41-20 in really a dominant performance from start to finish from this team. Coach Riley Dodge with his first his second playoff win of his coaching career, and now advances 12-0 to take on the Trinity Trojans next week. DeSoto's first-year head coach Mike Robinson, great year, finished 9-3, and he'll be back next year reloaded with more talent on this team, who DeSoto is always known for producing talent. Let's look at the box score real quick. Now we had total yards with 288 for DeSoto, 379 for Southlake Carroll. The rushing attack, again, this was a number, a big kind of deciding factor in that first half. Second half was the same, as Southlake Carroll actually held DeSoto to only 68 yards rushing, while they went for 257 yards on the ground. Penalties, although Southlake had more penalties in the game, it really didn't matter. Turnovers, DeSoto had one. Turnover, of course, that pick by R.J. Mickens. He actually had two. One was called back on a penalty. But I have to give the player of the game today has to go to T.J. McDaniel, who had 163 yards rushing, along with 2 touchdowns on 33 carries to finish the game. Will Bowers, the quarterback for Southlake Carroll, had 2 touchdowns on the game, 49 yards rushing, 122 passing as well. Matthew Broadway had a great game. R.J. Mickens, I mentioned, had the touchdown. Also had the 2 interceptions. One was called back, and had some great plays just overall all over the field. Defense, offense, a very much a utility player. Tyson Alexander led the rushing attack for DeSoto, 10 carries for 45 yards, 1 touchdown. And of course, receiving for DeSoto, Vontae Chenault in his last game as an Eagle, 8 catches, 124 yards, 2 touchdowns, averaging over 15 yards a catch. And of course, that tiptoe touchdown in the end zone. The other touchdown came from Lawrence Arnold on the goal line as well too. So for that's a wrap up for us, guys. That concludes our season for the DeSoto Eagles. But stay tuned. We got a lot more playoff football to come. We'll be doing the state championship game this year, as well as coming up in December, the CCE All-Star game. So stay tuned for that. For myself, Rodney Fisher, Royce Fisher, all of our people here at NTXGame, thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe so you can get caught up on everything we're doing here in NTXGame. Thank you.